Alright people, what's up? I'm back again. Hey, we're cranking up here a few more seconds, but everything's running. Okay, we are ready to roll on all channels. Okay, I'm back again. Sorry there for slight delay. We are on Tuesday after show, episode number 3. And the week 3 in the NFL season so far. And boy, things have been kind of fun this year so far. I've been at the gym working out a little bit too hard lately. Ooh, I'm so sore playing pickleball hours and hours on end. But I got a couple things to talk about today. Some of which is what happened this past weekend. And some of which is my thoughts about stuff going forward in the league. Well, let's start off with this thought. Number 1, special teams. Probably the most disregarded thing in football, right? Right. Well, how about this? We had like 3 games ended on blocked field goals pretty much. Or got in a situation, 3 games affected, win or loss, and it was wild. It was wild. It was wild. We had, 4 blocked field goals, 3 that directly affected games in a way, 2 of which led to victories. And I know everybody put the play the point, okay, you got that one play, you're throwing about special team, but it's very important you pick your special team players. I'll put level football you at. You gotta pick them. They gotta be able to, especially have good legs to jump over piles and block kicks. And they gotta be able to break through blocks and all that stuff and understand schemes. There's a lot of stuff behind that. So think about this game. Okay, we got a couple things we'll talk about. We'll talk about the field goals in a minute. What I want to go back to is, I'm going to my notes here, some of Sunday's games. This is the stuff I see and thoughts about and whatever else you want to say. And here goes what we're going to go into. We're just going about just a general overview of the league real fast. See, I'm going to go here all day like I normally be. But let's talk about Kansas City, their first victory of the season. 22-9 Sunday Night Football over the Giants. The Giants offense went in a spud mode. Now I'm thinking they might be putting in Mr. Dart to play the rest of the season. You know, sooner or later, you got to start a high draft pick rookie. There's no way in the world he doesn't play. I mean, I'm just telling y'all that on some real talk. Of being a football guy who I am. This is what we talk about and doing whatever else. I mean, literally, it's a tripped idea that you're going to have him not play, not draft another high. Yeah, 9 points against Kansas City is not going to keep his starting job, Mr. Russell Wilson. Bears Cowboys. I'll come back to that in a minute. Here goes again, it surprised me that even though the 49ers lost Nick Bosa the rest of the season, the Cardinals lost their running back, and I forgot the guy's name, first name James. Don't ask me why I'm forgetting the last names of certain players. Actually, I'll look it up real fast here. Connor. He broke his ankle out for the season. We got a lot of injuries. I'll probably talk about that more next week, or maybe I'll talk about it now. Then you got Najee Harris from the Chargers. They did beat the Broncos, but he's gone for the season. They're 3-0. And then the Seahawks destroyed the Saints 44-13. Look at some of this stuff. Browns, Packers, get back to that. The Colts 3-0. The Colts are 3-0. The Chargers 3-0. Chargers don't surprise me as much, but the Colts, Daniel Jones, the much not wanted in New York quarterback. Something about playing New York. You have to have a different mindset to play there. The Vikings destroyed the Bengals 40-10. The Cincinnati like they're in big trouble. Running comes in, taking Joe Burrow plays will probably be most of the season. They just got ugly and wiped off the map. Still to beat the Patriots. I actually watched that game. That was 5 turnovers. That was turnover fast. But somehow, like I tell everybody, somehow, my man in Pittsburgh, one of my favorite coaches, somehow managed to always pull his little things out of nowhere. It's amazing. Buccaneers, Jets, even with the field goals, they still come back. Baker Mayfield is that tough guy that don't see there y'all underrated him. And it's like y'all don't understand that he's that good. But he's that good. But somebody asked you about I will get back to you about that, sir, about the bike tour thing. I'm still talking about football right now. Somebody's asking about doing a bike tour now. Okay. Raiders and Commanders. Rematch of an old Super Bowl game about 40 some years ago. And man, that one thing I'll tell you about the Commanders, I give them props. Harry Marcus Mariota quarterback makes a big difference. You got a multiple quarterback. Now tell teams they have multiple quarterback, you can't have one multiple quarterback, the starter, and a slow poke, the second guy. You got to change your whole offensive game plan. They didn't miss a single beat without Jay. Good job, Commanders, but you're not gonna beat the Lions this year in the playoffs. Wink, wink. Next game, Panthers, Falcons. What the heck happened here? When did the Panthers become 30-0 good? And to the point I gotta look, did the Panthers and Bryce Young actually played? Now he didn't do much. I mean, he had 20 yards. He's so inefficient. But the idea they actually won a game with him at quarterback. I mean, think about that. Think about that. Now, Jacksonville and Texas. Now here goes my other shocker. What the heck going on here? Texas 0-3. Now I got word last night while I having a discussion on the phone with my uncle during the Lions game, talking about one of my little cousins, who basically told me that what's my man name? The quarterback Stroud is overrated. And I'm looking like, seriously, and I thought about something. He was kind of slipping towards the last half of this year, and this finally came to light. You know, now this week you got 3 games of film on him. They know what's going on. So, you know, it's just like, here we go. Bills, Dolphins. Miami, they just a dysfunctional mess. They're just totally dysfunctional right now. They're still in that lawsuit about Brian Flores. That should tell you enough. They're directly involved in the Brian Flores lawsuit. That should tell you everything you need to know about what's going on with the Dolphins this day and age, this time. Flat out, it's just ugly down there in Miami. Good place to get a job, you desperately looking for a job. I'm sure they'll take you in. But Miami ain't ready. Hope they don't have too many cold weather games. They're going to get froze out there. Next thing. I got another thing to talk about. Besides, I'm going to play about the Bears-Cowboys. Bears got their first win under new head coach, Ben Johnson. Clap it up. It wasn't going to happen against Detroit last week. And you know, and the Cowboys are munching line. I think the Cowboys in trouble. I can't stand either team. So it's fun. I got to crank jokes with my brother and his fiance about that. And I made a joke on my brother Barry talking about, and now the Cowboys get now I made a joke and said the bear now got the gun, like they said the rabbit got the gun. You know, saying they like Elvin Fudd, Bugs Bunny. You kind of get the pun with that, but you know, we're doing our thing today. Yeah, I'm up here getting ready to go out do a hoop, and I don't think so. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm just enjoying the air out here. But back to business here. We're talking about now these field goal games. When you have special teams and block field goals, and you keep it close, that could be the entire difference of the entire game. And it just, people overlook that because they look like, well, maybe not, nothing going on. But you have to understand, the special teams, there's special in these situations. Kicker, punter. Now everybody kicking football, everybody punt football. I actually found I'm a better place kicker than punter. I actually made 45-yard field goals. I got the film of it. I will find it for you guys, dig it up. I did it like in May. But I actually made a 45-yard field goal legit too. And actually in the last year I did a better one. So yeah. But not everybody has that skill. And that's very special to have that. But the guys who play special team know you got that one play, you got to make these tackle or get that block to get that guy sprung for a touchdown. That's something like teams don't work on. They think it's not important, but trust me, it is absolutely critical to football games. I promise you that. Because you have a good special team, especially a playoff team, you make a couple plays here and there, it's on. So, you know, we're going to have fun. We're going to play football and everything, you know, play football and play offense and defense. But special teams, when you make a team at, you got in a roster, if you play special teams, you can secure your side in the league for a decade plus. When I never ever see the field as a regular starter. Or unless a backup situation emergency. I'm just saying. So yeah, don't underestimate the power of special teams. Those 3 block field goals and, you know, those block field goals that affect these 3 games, especially these 2 games in particular, the Eagles-Rams game, because the Eagles supposed to lost that game. But the block field goal, that's what you do with championship team, championship play. I ain't hating on them till when they play the Lions, of course, you know. The Browns beat Green Bay. Don't worry. Now Lions, we played them this week. We're on high alert. But I'm telling you right now, that's why you got to put a team where you got to put them away, because you don't want like a fluke play like that. With odds are having not that often, where they get a block punt, a block field goal or something, a fake field goal play, and change the whole season around. And definitely an entire game effect. So yeah, folks, special teams important. Don't disregard it. Hey, the guy who played high school with a lot of special teams, I'll tell you it's very important. All right. Well, I'm done here for the day. Hope to see you guys another Tuesday from now. Enjoy the games this week. And we're going to get started. Let's go. Let's have fun, let's play, and let's handball. See you guys later. And go NFL football. And very soon, I'm getting back to college football. Hold off one more week because I didn't like the sub happening this week. I need to see one more week of action. See you later. Bye.